So if I could just go in a moment, I thought I would talk about if you're a Matterport service provider, as a We Get Around Network forum member, you can get a free white label ADA compliant tour to put on your website so that you can actually market, sell this, show your client without actually having to take people to the Barnes Creative Studios website. You can take it to either your website, or if you just want to have an unlinked page, that you can have the player embedded in your website. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that later in the show.
And it has to be an embed, by the way. You can't just send a link. This is an app at work. So there's not really a direct link to, like Matterport would send a tour, because there's a whole bunch of things going on in an app. So you get back an embed code, and the best practice will be to put it in your website. Just stick it 2 lines of code like anything you've seen, and just let it pop up in your page.
If you are a We Get Around Network forum member, you can get the free use of this tour to embed in your website, virtual tour. And if you would like to get this tour, if you are a We Get Around Network forum member, simply private message me with the subject line ADA compliant Matterport digital twin, and I'll send you back the embed code that Steve has provided to us. If you're not a We Get Around Network forum member, go to WGANforum.com, WGANforum.com, join. Forum is free, and when you join, you will automatically get a auto-generated welcome message from me that will include 50+ membership benefits, including the free use of this tour that is ADA compliant, and that private message that you get from me has the actual embed code. So cool. Just another reason be a We Get Around Network forum member. 50+ membership benefits. This happens to be one of them.
I think we should call out again that is not one of my Matterport tours. That's simply a conversion provided by Oak Creek Homes, and we're not a Matterport service provider.
Okay. And there's nowhere on this tour does it say Barnes Creative Studios.
No.
So you can feel like, even though it's created and provided by Oak Creek Homes, that you can have embedded on a web page. If you wanted to see that sample that I just showed you, in fact, I'll go back just for a second. So if you wanted to go back to that page, it's we-get-around.com/ADA. So all I did was take the embed code that Steve gave me, embedded it on this web page, and now I can have a conversation about that with someone. And then if we go back to
I should also note, Dan, that it is white labeled in a sense that Oak Creek logo could be your logo. I mean, that's just Oak Creek because that's their tour.
Yeah. So when it eventually gets produced by you, it's going to be it's going to have whatever client or company wants to be on that tour.
Right. Whoever's logo you want to be there is whose will be there.
Yeah. Okay. So it's delivered as a white label solution, no reference to Barnes Creative Studios. And I just wanted to point out that if you wanted to, again, to follow up with Steve, it's Steve Barnes, BarnesCreativeStudios.com. If you want to read more about the ADA compliant virtual tours, you can click on this link, and then this is everything we've talked about. There's a 5-minute video about ADA compliant virtual tours. It's an excellent video. Check that out. And then you can just fill out the contact us form in order to reach out to Steve. Steve, before we say bye, anything else that we should cover?
I think you've covered it all. If anyone has any questions, they can jump on that forum link and ask a general question, or if you have a specific question to your situation, feel free to email me, barnes@barnescreativestudios.com, or like you said, at the bottom of that page, there's a very easy form you can fill out to get right to me.
Terrific. Steve, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.